Hello, A-Car here. I am doing a update video on my garden this year for 2015, summer 2015. And I haven't done a video in a while. That's because of school and everything has kept me busy. And now that I'm done with high school, I can try and make some more videos for you guys to see my gardening, how I do my gardening. And you guys could give me advice on things that I should be doing differently or that how you do it differently. So here I have my strawberries. They are done with their first production of strawberries. There aren't any more flowers. Although there are some weeds here, I haven't really gotten much chance to weed out this area. I started on the side, but I have not gotten yet a chance to weed this area. Here's another set of strawberry plants that are done also, and so is that one. And here is the raised bed. And I planted some potatoes back there that are growing nicely. Some watermelon along here. That's sweet potato. And that is cucumber, growing very maniac-like, and I think is going to eat me. And then I have here basil. And over here is a monster tomato plant. Some of you may know my tomato plant from indoors this last winter. I grew a tomato plant indoors. And this is that tomato plant. I planted it on its side. And then that way every part of the stem that's buried will grow roots. I only left a small little tip out like this much of growth. And that was enough to produce all this because it has all those roots now that are deep in there. It produces a whole lot of plant. And over here we got some tomatoes growing. And a whole lot of flowers over here that have developed. And my mom is the one who likes to eat these tomatoes. I don't really like tomatoes, but my mom does, so I grow her these tomatoes. And over here, I have a sweet banana pepper plant. I'm not really sure when to harvest these. I'm guessing when they turn a little bit more yellow because of the name banana pepper. I got these in a free seed giveaway. And this is growing nicely. This was also the pepper plant I started indoors. And it is producing a lot of peppers for me, which I'm happy about. My brother likes peppers, and so I'm going to make some type of sauce with them later in the year. And I have here a fig tree. This is a new fig tree. I forget the variety of it. I believe it's a Violet de Vardo or something like that. But I have this new fig tree here. I believe this is a Breba crop fig, so I should be getting figs on this next year, not this year. And I have another fig tree over here. This is the Chicago Hardy fig that I've had last year and over the winter. I put it outside over this past winter, but last winter I bought it and I had it last year. It didn't produce anything. I'm hoping this year it will produce something. It has some nice growth, some nice leaves, so that's promising. This is a main crop fig, so I probably won't get some figs until later on into the season. But I heard sometimes when you get a new fig, they can take a few years to grow. But over here I'll show you these plants. This one here is a Jerusalem artichoke plant. And I planted some here in this small spot because I know they have a tendency to take over. So I planted it here so it would be isolated here as opposed to going everywhere. There are my dogs barking. What? So I planted it, and I also planted some beans next to it so that the beans can climb up this long stalk as it grows. So that's the only thing I knew about it, was that it grows big and that it produces tubers. And so, yeah, I know that it is not a real it's not from Jerusalem, and I know it's not an artichoke. I've learned that. And I can't wait to try it. I've never tried it before. So now I'll show you. I just finished weeding out this area a bit. Got that loads of stuff there. I'm going to leave it there to turn into compost. I forgot to close this. mind me taking my time. Last year in this area, if you remember the tomato plant I had that went crazy, the mutant one, during the last few weeks of the growing season, I had completely stopped harvesting so that way the seeds can regrow in the next year. And it has worked. Now I have new plants with flowers, and if it's going to produce anything like its parent, then we should get lots of tomatoes from these. I believe there's 5 plants in here. I'm not going to weed them out from each other and separate them. I'm going to leave them as they are, because these are an experiment. These are some that came up late bloomers. I'm still going to let them grow in this area. My dogs are crying for me to go see them. I guess they want to hog the camera, which I'll let them have a chance in a minute. This is a type of lettuce. Bambi, be quiet, please. You'll have your chance to be on camera in a second. And I'm growing this. I believe this is called Little Gem lettuce. If anybody knows how big this needs to get before it produces, and I get to harvest it when this harvest normally would be. I get this also during the free seed giveaway. Alright, Bambi, she wants to hog the camera. Alright, let me come over. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? Yeah, see, the doggies want to say hello to you guys. Alright, I'll show you the plants back here while I'm here. Do a full update because I know you guys haven't done a video in a while, so this video will be a bit longer than usual. This is my super dwarf Cavendish banana. The one from last year had died over the winter from an infestation of bugs that ate it from the inside, and so that was a little bit sad, but I got a new one, and this one now has a pup. This pup is only a couple weeks old and it's doing great. And yeah, this banana tree is doing excellent. Now I have here an orange tree. This one is also new because the other one I had last year also died from the same insects. It was spider mites, I believe they were. And I didn't really know how to control them because I've never dealt with them before. But now I have some knowledge on them and how to treat them. If you guys have any suggestions on how to prevent them in the first place, that would be great as well. Now I have this banana tree here. This is a dwarf ladyfinger. I had to remove a lot of the layers of leaves on this because it was starting to get a little bit of rot on the inside because we had a lot of rain recently. So I had to remove all these layers to get rid of that rot. It seems to have survived it, put out a new leaf, so I think it's going to be fine. So yeah, there's that one. I have this here, ginger, which is growing great. I know it with the ginger, they often call it a ginger root, but it's actually a rhizome. And the rhizome is also what the banana tree has and how it reproduces. And so, because of that, I'm imagining that these also are reproducing through their rhizome. And that these little pups are from that. So I wanted to keep producing pups because that means that the rhizome, instead of from this little piece, is now like this. Which means more ginger for me. This one hasn't really produced any pups or babies. So I'm imagining it's about staying the same. But I guess only harvest will tell. This is black peppercorn over here. A bug tried to fly up my nose. There is a little new growth spike coming out over here that's going to create more growth. And this thing has another growth over here. So this is growing nice. I hope to get some black peppercorn from this sometime. Maybe at the end of the year or maybe in a year or two. And this is stevia. It's a sweet plant. The leaves are very sweet, like sugar. A little bit sweeter than sugar, they say it is. But yeah, I like it. I like to use a combination of these with the stevia, the ginger, the orange, and a few of the other stuff that I have around, or did have around, such as mint and rosemary and stuff like that. I have some herbs in the front I forgot to show you guys, but I'll show you guys that at the end of the video if you want to see them. So you could see that as well at the end of the video. I'll go over there. and I use those to make a nice tea that tastes great. So now I'm going to show you the plants in my raised bed, and Bambi is following us. Everybody say hi to the doggy. Thumbs up for the dogs hogging the camera. And this is my other raised bed. Very, very big and active. I have peppers. This wilting is normal. They do this as a protection from the heat. The sun has just left this area. The sun's beating on them most of the day, but has just left, so they're just now recovering from their little wilt that they go through every day. And in about an hour, they'll be perked up again. Over here is some eggplants. I believe these are Chinese eggplant, and they are growing fantastic. And this one's even producing flower buds. So that's going to be the first eggplants I'll get to harvest. These ones are doing good. I believe that's a Carolina Reaper pepper. I planted the seeds around here, and I think that's one of them, but it's growing much faster than these. So it could be a weed, I'm not sure. I'm gonna wait and see what it turns out to be. If anybody knows or has seen this before and it knows for sure that it is a weed, do let me know so I can pull it out. But I want to give it a chance. I don't want to throw away food. If you know what the Carolina Reaper is, it is the world's hottest pepper. And so I would like to grow that. I hope that's it, and that it's not just some type of weed. But it is growing quite huge, and if it is a Carolina Reaper, then it's growing great. There is the tomatoes that are growing really well. For some reason, the plants on this side are growing much better than the ones on this side. I don't know what the reason is, but it doesn't really bother me as long as I get a good crop from them. I have no idea what kind of tomatoes those are. I kind of just took all the different types of seeds I had, mixed them all together, and just drew them out here. And so it's random. That's what I like about it. Makes it fun. So now I'll show you the herbs. If you wish to see them, you can now skip to when I get to the front. Although it'll really be only a couple seconds. Let's say goodbye to the doggies. So now I'll show you the herbs that I have growing. And here they are. I have here, I believe this is parsley. Yeah, that's parsley. This is thyme. We all need plenty of thyme. There's not enough thyme in the world. Alright. And here is some mint. Some mint that's growing excellent and really tastes good. And the potatoes, as I've mentioned before, that are growing really well. The cucumber, the watermelon, all that. I showed you guys the basil already, I believe. But I do have one announcement to make, is that at my school, we have begun doing a farming project at my school. And because I graduated this year, since I'm graduating this year and I'm done with high school, they hired me to be the farmer. So I'm going to see about possibly doing a series with that area. They're doing a rooftop garden on their third floor balcony. And so stay tuned for that. I will let you guys know if I will be doing that on my social media accounts on Facebook and Twitter, Tumblr, things like that. While I tell you guys this announcement, I'll just show you around one more time. And that's going to be something that is going to be really fun. They have 3 raised beds already. And with these raised beds, we have started planting some stuff. It's a little late in the season, so we just went to the store and bought some plants and put them in, and as opposed to buying seeds. I'm gonna let you guys see this doggy here. Is now running. I'm gonna sit here. Say hi, doggies. What? You guys want to hog the camera now? Yeah, these dogs are very, very social. Alright, so back to the announcement. I'm going to be doing that this summer as my job. And what better way to make money than by doing something that you already like? You guys have to agree, when you enjoy a job, it's not really much work. It's very fun. Today what we did, we went to the local nursery and we had bought some plants. When I say some, I mean a couple thousand. No, it was about 50 plants that we had got, and we brought them to the school and we're gonna plant them on Monday. And so yeah, that's gonna be fun. But today, I go crazy when it comes to plants. You see all the different types of plants that I have, and I just love doing this stuff. And so when I heard that I could do it as a job, I was just thrilled about it. And so I'm very excited about that. You guys might be able to see it on YouTube soon. I might post that, depending on if I am allowed to do that. And it's going to be something really fun. They might include chickens soon. They might put in chickens in about a year or so. If it does turn out well, we're going to be installing possibly 3 new raised beds to add more stuff to our collection of plants. And so we're going to have fun with that. We're going to enjoy seeing that develop. And I will give you more updates on that. Do you guys have experience in working with producing plants? Bambi's barking at me. I like to talk a lot, as you can tell. I haven't done a long video like this in a while. Thought I'd give you a full update. She likes this. Right, girl? You like that? Alright, so it's been a long video. Thank you guys for watching and putting up with me if you have this whole time.